Hey everyone, Arjun here, back with another video. And in the previous video I done an unboxing of the new Splatoon 3 for Nintendo Switch and Splatoon 3 Edition Pro Controller. So after that video I'm supposed to make a demo gameplay of this right now, but sadly I couldn't do it right now. I'm gonna do the demo gameplay of this game later this video. So anyways, in today's video I'm gonna be showing you something really special. Alright, so before we dig into it, so let's hear this out. So this video isn't sponsored, but I want to give a massive shout out to the Raspberry Pi. Their mini computers and microcontrollers are incredible for custom hardware setups. If you are into gaming hardware and DIY electronics, you should definitely check them out. And speaking of custom hardware setups, that brings us to today's project. Alright, anyways, let's dig right into it. Alright, so before we get started, there's something important I'm gonna tell you at the end of this video. So watch the video till the end. Alright, so today's project, I'm gonna be using the Raspberry Pi Pico W in this case. So this advanced microcontroller is really awesome and it can perform the task that can change the entire gaming industry. This thing is a game changer. And the Xbox Series X controller and the Nintendo Wii, of course. And this Nintendo Wii, like I said, this thing is soft modded, and also it has a software called Nintendo. So that software allows us to play GameCube games without official GameCube controller or the GameCube memory card or the GameCube game disc. So we can load the GameCube games off from the SD card and also emulate the memory card of that GameCube game using the SD card storage, and also we can even load the GameCube games off from the USB stick as well. And also we can connect any compatible USB controller to this Nintendo Wii using the USB port. So in that way, using that controller, we can play GameCube games without any hassle. So Nintendo did support some controllers, but it did not support all the controllers, including this Xbox Series X controller. So I'm gonna be making this Xbox Series X controller to be compatible with this Nintendo Wii. And also when I checked the compatibility of which controllers this Nintendo supports, then I found out that Nintendo supports PS3, PS4, and some other older controllers as well. So when I checked online for those controllers, the thing is, those controllers were actually being resold twice their price, so which is really expensive, which sounds awful to me. And this controller right here, Xbox Series X, was actually, I brought it from the Microsoft officially, and they gave me this controller for really cheap price, which is very reasonable. So yeah, anyways, first things first, I have to develop a firmware for this Raspberry Pi Pico W to make this Xbox Series X controller to be compatible with Nintendo Wii, and that involves some advanced computer programming techniques and practical knowledge on compiling the written program and knowledge for which computer language provides more stability and reliability at the same time, and choosing right tools and software dev kits for Raspberry Pi Pico firmware. And during development, I used MicroPython and CircuitPython, but that languages made my Wii to crash with a glitch vision on the TV screen. So I choose C and C++ for this project, which did involve a lot of work and overcoming the errors that I faced while compiling during the development. Doing all that, it literally took me more than 2 weeks for me to develop this firmware, and finally I got my hands on the final UF2 file, which I can flash it on the Pico. Alright, so now I just flashed that UF2 file onto this Pico here. So now it's ready to perform all the operations. So in that way, this Xbox Series X controller can be compatible on the Wii. So let me go ahead and plug in my Wii and let me show you on live. Alright, so as you guys can see here, my Wii is all plugged in and ready to go. So I hope you guys can see me at the top right side corner of the screen. Now let me go ahead and turn on my Wii here. It's turning on. There we go. There's that boot me screen. I always recommend to have boot me as boot to, guys, because that is only the recovery software for your Nintendo Wii. If your ever Wii's NAND breaks, then you can use this software to recover your Nintendo Wii. Now let's go to the Wii menu. Homebrew channel. And also, do make sure that you have this Raspberry Pi Pico plugged into the other USB port of this Wii here. And also, since I don't have the batteries for this Xbox Series X controller, so I have to plug in this Xbox Series X controller using the Type-C cable. So in that way, this Xbox Series X controller can have power through the USB. There we go. Now it's plugged in. Let's go to the Nintendo. Alright, as you guys can see here, now this Xbox Series X controller is connected to the Raspberry Pi Pico W wirelessly. So now let me go ahead and launch up any game that I want. Super Mario Sunshine. No, we will have a bit of a demo gameplay of Super Mario Sunshine later, guys. So for now, let's go ahead and try out this Luigi's Mansion.
Needed.
Alright. So as you guys can see here, there's no latency at all. There's no latency, as you guys can see here. Oh. As you guys can see here, there's no latency. The Luigi is moving as soon as I move this control stick here. On real time. I mean, there's no latency, there is no delay at all. So I hope you guys can see it there. No latency at all. So in this way, you guys can play GameCube games on your Wii using this kind of adapter that I built without any hassle. So as you guys can see here, everything is going smooth enough. So let me go ahead and Alright, so let me go ahead and go into this room here and try to battle that boss ghost inside of this room. So in that way I can demonstrate more further how this adapter works. So using the Raspberry Pi Pico, you can build your own adapter in this way. And like I said, it requires advanced computer programming techniques. One hit. And also, playing with the Xbox Series X controller is no joke, guys, because playing with an Xbox Series X controller is really awesome. Oh no, I lost some of my money. One last hit, and that's it. We can catch that ghost. Just hold on a second. There we go. I got one of those speedy spirits. Okay, so the gameplay is smooth, no lag, no latency. The Raspberry Pi Pico is doing its job in real time, as far as I can tell. That is so cool. Oh no, he escaped. Come on, get him! Come on! There we go. So as you guys can see here, everything is happening on real time, and you see there is no. I mean, sometimes what happens is the Luigi might, just freeze there for a second there. No matter what controls we press on this Xbox Series X control, Luigi won't move. So that kind of lag has not happened right now, which is used to happen, but right now it did not happen when I, diagnosed everything and cleared out all those bugs inside of that program that I developed. So yeah, so so now I guess the firmware which I developed is gonna make things go smooth enough. Alright guys, let me go ahead and show you the gameplay with Super Mario Sunshine. It's loading up. There we go, Super Mario Sunshine, and now let's try. Alright, as you guys can see here, the analog triggers are also working. As you guys can see here, the analog triggers are working, and also, I mean, everything works. If I press that water spray trigger all the way down, see what happens. And when I press this trigger halfway, the Mario shoots water while he's moving. If I press it all the way down, we can use the control stick to aim wherever we want to shoot the water. So, for the Super Mario Sunshine, we're definitely going to require the analog triggers. So that's the reason why I also made this Raspberry Pi Pico to also recognize the pressure sensitivity from the analog triggers as well. Alright, and also process all those inputs into a data that we can understand. So in that case, I also programmed it to, if the trigger is pressed all the way down, then we can shoot the water wherever we want. And also, the vibration feature also works, guys. As I forgot to mention, the vibration feature also works. So, as you guys can see here, if I jump or even do ground pound, see, the controller vibrates. So that's a really awesome feature I added. And also, I also programmed this Raspberry Pi Pico to send the addresses. So in that way, the the impulse triggers vibration motors also activates at the same time along with the grip vibration motors. So anyways, let me go ahead and just wrap this thing up at this point. Alright guys, that's how you can play GameCube games on the Nintendo Wii without having a compatible controller using this custom program Raspberry Pi Pico W and a latest controller. So the thing is, this project is still under development. The thing is, I added the feature for Raspberry Pi Pico to only connect to Xbox Series X controller but not any other controllers. So that's the reason why this project is still under development, and also I'm trying to implement a lot of features like not only the Xbox Series X controller, the PS5 controller is also should be connected to this thing, and also make it operatable on the Wii to play GameCube games. So it's gonna be way more awesome. Alright, so anyways, that's it with this project guys. So as I said, there's something important I gotta have to tell you before wrapping this video, so let's dive right into that. Alright, so before we jump into the important thing, let me just tell you how come I was able to develop such kind of firmware for the Raspberry Pi Pico. So in that way, this Xbox Series X controller working on my Nintendo Wii. So first things first, I actually done a lot of research on the Nintendo homebrew software for the Nintendo Wii. So the thing is, the user programmed this Nintendo software. So in that way, there are only limited controllers that were compatible with this Nintendo software. So and those controllers were actually DualShock 4 controller, DualShock 3 controller, DualShock 4 V2, and other controllers like the Xbox 360 controller. At some point it might work, and at some point the Xbox One controller kind of works, but not sure about it because I physically don't own the Xbox One controller nor the Xbox 360 controller. I'm not sure about those controllers, but as far as I can tell, the PS3 controllers and the PS4 controllers does work on the Nintendo Wii. Even the DualShock 4 V2 also works on the Wii as well. So in that case, what I have done here is I actually made this Raspberry Pi Pico to act as a genuine PS4 controller to the Nintendo Wii. So in that way, I actually programmed it like this. So if I press the button A on the Xbox Series X controller, this thing has to send an address of an cross button being pressed on the PS4 controller, and when I press Y, it should send the data of the address from the PS4 controller dataset, like the triangle button is being pressed. And then also the same way I've done with the analog sticks, and also same way with the D-pad, and also the Xbox button right here on the controller actually programmed as a PS button. So yeah, in this way I was able to map all the buttons in the optimal ways, and also actually make sure to this Raspberry Pi Pico sends the data to the Nintendo Wii on a extreme real time. So in that way we don't face any kind of latency issues. So I made sure that this thing runs on low latency. So as you saw when I was playing a Luigi's Mansion game, you guys saw the Luigi was moving in real time as soon as I moved this control stick on the Xbox Series X controller. So having no latency at all is all we want. Alright, so I made sure that this one doesn't have any low latency, and every data should be transmitted to the Nintendo Wii on real time, on demand. Alright, so yeah, since this thing is working on the real time, so I'm pretty happy with the outcome and everything. I hope when I post this project on GitHub repository, so what happens is you might be able to test this thing out, and you guys can enjoy the GameCube games out of nowhere without having an hassle of purchasing an old compatible controller nor the May Flash adapter. Alright, so there's also something else about this Nintendo software. So the developer of this Nintendo software also made sure that this thing also works with a May Flash adapter. Alright, so the May Flash adapter was a kind of expensive, so it was more expensive than the Raspberry Pi Pico. So since I have this Raspberry Pi Pico lying around, why don't I just develop a same sort of software which is being used in the May flash adapters. So I've started working on that. So this is what my end results. So yeah, I'm really happy with what I just accomplished. So I guess other Wii users out there can enjoy GameCube games on the Nintendo Wii without official GameCube controller. And also, you guys must try out this Xbox Series X controller to play GameCube games on the Nintendo Wii, because this impulse trigger actually provides you a very extreme amount of vibration to your entire arm. All right, so yeah, so it provides a lot of intense vibration. So you know what, rather than the adapter triggers, are people who are actually looking for intense amount of vibration. All right, so this Xbox Series X is able to serve that feature. All right, so in that case, the Xbox Series X controller is the best option, guys. So if you guys don't have the Xbox Series X controller, don't worry. The development on the PS5 controller is also going on. In the upcoming days, I'm also going to post an update video. Like I also implemented the feature, so in that way, the PS5 controller also works on the Nintendo Wii. All right. So yeah, but the thing is, the output protocol will be the same. The output protocol will always be the PS4 controller, no matter what. Because I actually choose only PS4 control protocol, not anything else. All right. If I implement if I implement the integration of multiple controllers in one protocol as an output, that will cause a lot of compatibility issues, so which sounds awful at the moment. So in that case, I'm not gonna implement any kind of integration of multiple controllers in one protocol for the Nintendo Wii. All right, so on the Nintendo Wii and Nintendo Wii U, for these legacy game consoles, these game consoles actually use a kind of protocol. So in that way, they will look whether if there's only one controller is being attached to the device or not. If there are multiple controllers being attached on the same USB port, then that will cause a kind of compatibility issues on the Nintendo Wii. So I tried an existing software which is developed by other developer in the GitHub, which is OGX Mini. So when I tried that OGX Mini on my Nintendo Wii, it did not work no matter what. So that's the reason why I'm telling you. So when I saw how this firmware was built by the developer, then I saw that he actually integrated a lots of controller protocols in one firmware, so which caused an compatibility issue on the Nintendo Wii. But surprisingly, it works on the Switch, works on the PS4, PS3, and other game consoles except with the Wii and Wii U. So my intention is to find a solution, so in that way we can play GameCube games on the Nintendo Wii without purchasing a compatible controller for the Nintendo Wii. Alright, so in that case, this microcontroller has made my things go a little more simple as far as I can tell. Alright, so this advanced microcontroller is super fast with 12 megabits per second USB speed. That speed is quite enough for my project. So when I implemented everything, well, without caring about the speed, now I'm finally able to get this Xbox Series X controller working on the Nintendo Wii. Alright, so yeah, so I'm pretty much happy with the end result, what I accomplished for the Nintendo Wii, and I hope other Nintendo Wii users will be surprised as well, as far as I can tell, because I have been I have been working on this project for past 3 weeks. All right, so I've been working for this so long, and now I was able to play GameCube games with this Xbox Series X controller. And also there's one more thing. In the next upcoming video, I'm also gonna do the demo gameplay of this Splatoon 3, and also try this game out for the first time. I'm really so hyped to try this game out for myself. Alright, so anyways, let's get into the important thing that I mentioned earlier at the end of this video. Alright, so the important thing I'm gonna mention is about Pokemon franchise. And in this franchise, there's something which made me really upset, and I even broke down in tears as well. In this franchise, one of our most popular character, Ash Ketchum and his partner Pikachu, were not appearing in newer anime series. All right, so some people say Ash Ketchum journey is complete. Some people say it's ended. Some people say it's concluded. That is just the random rumors out there, guys. I'm actually expecting myself that Ash Ketchum will someday return into the Pokemon anime series. Alright? So, some rumors were actually spreading across the social media like Ash Ketchum will won't return. So, which are making fans really upset out there. Alright? So, um, I'm believing from my heart that Ash Ketchum will someday or the other, he will return into anime series someday, no matter what. Alright? So the thing is, when I saw the one of the final episode of Ash Ketchum's journey, one of the final episode of Pokemon Ultimate Journeys, and I found out that Ash Ketchum sets off onto his new journey with his partner Pikachu. Alright, and also the narrator of that anime series did mention that the Ash's journey will continue forever, and I can count on it. I mean, I'm not sure whether it's forever, but I'm counting on it, so I'm really counting on it. I took the narrator's words really seriously to my heart, and now I'm waiting patiently for Ash Ketchum to return. Alright? So, yeah, there's one more thing I want to mention. As a part of Ash's journey, I'm not agreeing myself to play any newer Pokemon games that were not part of Ash's journey. The Pokemon games that I'm not agreeing to play is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Speaking about Legend ZA, I'm agreeing myself to play that game because Pokemon Legend ZA is somehow it is connected to the Ash's journey somehow. All right, in that case, I'm gonna agree myself to play that game, and also I'm agreeing myself to play other Pokemon games like Pokemon Sword and Shield, and other games like Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, and also uh, the game right here as well, the Pokemon Legends Arceus. So this is the game that I have so far with me. So you guys expect like I don't play Pokemon games at all, but in reality I do play Pokemon games, and also I watch Pokemon anime series as well. But the thing is, since Ash Ketchum is not appearing on the newer anime series, but the thing is, I completely gave up myself to uh, keep hopes to play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and also I gave up myself to watch the newer Pokemon anime series where the Ash Ketchum is not appearing. Alright, so the newer Pokemon anime is Pokemon Horizons. So this Pokemon Horizons doesn't. The storyline of this Pokemon Horizons were actually focusing on the new protagonist of Pokemon anime series. But the thing is, I actually saw the short clips of that anime series, and somehow I encountered there might be a chance like Ash Ketchum will return into anime series. Alright? And also there's one more thing I want to mention about the Pokemon Legend ZA. Alright? So the Pokemon Legend ZA, the storyline goes into one of the most popular places in the Kalos region, and that is Lumio City. Alright? So in this Lumio City, we can actually explore the entire game within Lumio City, but we cannot go anywhere outside the Lumio City. We cannot explore any other places in the Kalos region at all. Alright? So that's a kind of a downgrade of that Pokemon Legends ZA. If there's any update or the DLC to explore entire Kalos region, so that would be way more awesome. And also, there's one more thing I want to mention. Since this Pokemon Legends ZA is also connected to the Pokemon Horizons by the a season called Rising Hope. The thing is, since the storyline goes into the Kalos region. And you know what? The Kalos region is the region where Ash Ketchum has been through his journey in that region long time ago. So that's the reason why I considered myself this Pokemon Legends EA is somehow connected to Ash Ketchum's journey. So in order to memorize all those moments that Ash Ketchum has done in the Carlos region, so that's the reason why I'm bringing myself to play this Pokemon Legends ZA. Alright? And also, since this game is also part of Ash's journey, since Ash Ketchum never visited Hisui region, but the thing is, it is somehow connected to Ash Ketchum's journey because the Sinnoh region were in ancient times it was known to be Hisui region. So that's how I considered myself. This game is also indeed part of Ash's journey. So yeah, and also I mentioned before, I'm only agreeing myself to play the Pokemon games that were only linked to Ash Ketchum's journey. Speaking about any other Pokemon games like the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, these are not part of Ash's journey, so I'm not gonna agree myself to play those games, and also I'm not gonna recommend them in my channel at all. Alright, so apologize for that because made up with my mind to play the Pokemon games that were only part of Ash's journey. Alright, so anyways, guys, I'm wishing deeply from my heart to the universe. My heart is really open to the universe. I'm really wishing that someday or the other I'll see Ash Ketchum back in action in Pokemon anime series someday. Alright? I'm really wishing deep from my heart to see Ash Ketchum back in action again. Alright? So yeah. Anyways, since the new Pokemon anime series has to wait in 2027, so I'm patiently wait until this Pokemon Horizon series wraps up, and then I'm gonna wait until if Ash Ketchum returning into the newer Pokemon anime series in 2027. Alright, and also there's something I want to mention about my dream. So I was in deep sleep at the moment, so I was actually dreaming something like I'm watching a Pokemon anime series, and out of nowhere, on the TV in my dream, I saw the camera um, switching to a different spot where Ash Ketchum and his friend Go enter into one of the places that the camera is roaming around. And out of nowhere, the camera switches back to the Ash Ketchum again, and then that's when I heard both Ash Ketchum and Go's voices. It's the same exact voices that I heard in the Pokemon journeys. Alright? So yeah, so this is a kind of message from the universe. Like, this dream is a kind of message from universe. Like, don't worry, you will see Ash Ketchum back in action again. Ash Ketchum is making a return into the Pokemon anime series. And also there's one more thing which is mentioned in online. According to the Kunihiko Yama, he did mention like we will see Ash Ketchum back in action again. And also, according to Kunihiko Yama, there's one more thing as well. The doors are wide open for Ash Ketchum to return into Pokemon anime series whenever he wants. So yeah, I'm actually patiently waiting for the moment to come to see Ash Ketchum back in action again. So also, you guys comment down below how many of you guys feel the same way for the Ash Ketchum, alright, and also for his partner Pikachu. Because without Ash Ketchum or his partner Pikachu, there is no Pokemon franchise, there is no Pokemon world, and there is no true hero of our Pokemon franchise. Alright? So yeah. Anyways guys, that's it with this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the project that I made earlier, and also I hope you guys feel the same way as I feel about Ash Ketchum. And also in the next video, I'm gonna do a demo gameplay of this game right here, Splatoon 3, and also I'm gonna start a new gameplay series of this Pokemon Legends Arceus. So there is a series which is left over in my channel, which is Super Mario Galaxy, which has to complete. So sorry about that, guys. those gameplay series has to complete. So the thing is, after the demo gameplay, I'm gonna post the rest of the videos of that gameplay series, and then I'm gonna wrap up that series at that moment, and I'm gonna start myself a new game as well. Or I'm not sure whether I will start with this game or this game. It's random. Alright, so I gonna have to decide myself which game I gonna have to play, and then I will decide with the new game. So until then, I'm gonna make a demo gameplay in the next video, and from later on, I'm gonna complete the entire series of the Super Mario Galaxy. Alright, so yeah, anyways, that's it with this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications bell, so in that way you guys don't miss any new video updates from my channel. Thanks for watching, and I see you later in the next video.